Everyone, thanks for joining me today. We're going to kick off winter workshop. Who is excited? If you are excited, let me know where you're attending from. What state do you live in? We would love to see all of our friends all over the country, see where you're from. Like I said, my name is Danny. I work for Michael's at the headquarters. And I am I've been a crafter since I was probably your age. And now I'm an artist as well. And I am always crafting, always learning, and always trying to have fun. So I hope you have some time today to just have a creative break, have some fun. I'm going to make these craft stick puppets and tell you how to make them, but they don't have to look like mine. I might make them a little bit different than this just to show you different ways that you can make them yours. But they are super cute and winter themed, and you can use them as puppets, or you can put them on your wall as decor, whatever you would like to do. So let's go over supplies first. I'm going to move these out of the way for now. You will need the workshop templates. This is probably the most important part, just because, the tree shape, you might want to cut that out. You can draw it on your own if you like to draw. It's not too complicated of a shape, but we do have these available. They are on our winter workshop page. If you scroll to the bottom, you can download your packet and then print them out and, get an adult to help you. And then you can replay this class later too, if you missed this beginning part because you didn't have your templates. So if you don't have your templates, you can either go get them and then catch up, or you can just draw a shape on your own on a scrap piece of paper and then follow along that way. So we have our templates. We have a paint pad. This is just paper that is thick enough for you to paint on. Sometimes when you paint on, thin paper, it kind of goes through the paper. That won't happen on this one. We aren't necessarily going to paint on it unless you have paints that you would like to decorate it that way. It's just to have like a good base to your snowman later. And then we have our super cool craft case. I just got mine not too long ago, and I love this thing. It has so many cool things inside. I mean, you've got pom-poms, you've got chenille stems, foam, and you've got thread, you've got popsicle sticks. You also need a glue stick, or glue of some kind. It can be liquid glue if you like to use liquid glue. And then otherwise, you really just need scissors and a pencil. So if anyone has supplies, questions about the supplies, Carrie can help look at the chat and let me know. But in general, use what you have and we'll make it work. It'll be really fun. So let's get started. Okay, we're gonna start with the tree puppet. So this is an example. Yours might look different because you might do a different color foam. You might do different ways of decorating it. This is just one way that it can be made. So to start, let's get our templates. It's actually the first page because this is the first class. So you can put the other pages aside for now. And then I have these giant scissors. Obviously, you want to use your kid scissors. Don't use the dangerous scissors. I just didn't have any with me. So I'm going to cut out. I like to cut around the shape first, just to kind of separate the big piece of paper. And it's a little easier to hold in your hands. And then I want to cut the tree shape out. So I'm going to cut on these black lines here and make a stencil out of it. So I'm just going to go in, start cutting that. It doesn't have to be perfectly on the line. It's a little hard. You can see even I didn't do it, and I've been doing this a long time. So don't worry too much. It's just to help guide you. Right. Get about half of it cut out. All right. And look at that. We've got a little Christmas tree. If you're drawing your own, you can use your paper pad to draw it and then cut it out and make your own stencil. Let me show you that really fast, just because you might want to draw another one later and not have the template as well. So I would just do some triangles here. Okay, so triangles have 3 sides. They're all the same length. 1, 2, 3. This one is going to be a little taller. So I'm going to go up, down. Okay. I'm going to make this one a little wider. Okay. And then you can kind of connect your tree a bit and you can outline really dark where you want your stencil to be. So this is how I make stencils sometimes. And you can just cut out the shape there. So if you end up wanting to make more of these and you want to do a different shape, or, you know, like you want to do like a skinny tree like that, you could make your own little stencil there. So let your creativity go and have fun. But if you cut out this stencil, you are ready to go. Next, we'll need to open up, if you haven't opened it yet, like me, it's in this plastic. These are the foam sheets. So let me get that for you. Okay. Now, this is the first choice you get to make as far as how you want it to look. So you could do the green. A lot of trees are green, some are white, but we don't have white in here. I kind of like this pink. I think I want to do a pink tree. I think, yeah, let's do that. Let's do a pink tree. You can do whatever color you would like. So I'm going to put it on the bottom, kind of like a sandwich, right? This is the bread. And then this is kind of the cheese or turkey or whatever you like on your sandwich. And we're going to trace it. So you can use your pencil. I like to hold the stencil in place with a couple of fingers. You can use your whole hand. And then you can just start tracing it around that stencil, whether it's the one that we provided or the one that you made. It'll work the same way. Oops. If you can't see your lines very well, you can try using a marker to do this. It might show up a little bit better for you. All right, so now we got all those lines traced. When you move it, wow, look at that. I got a tree and it's pink and I already love it. Okay, so guess what we're gonna do next? I bet you know we're gonna cut it out. So just like you cut out the stencil, you can cut out each line. It doesn't have to be perfect. And if you're cutting right on or inside of the lines, you won't see your pencil marks anymore. It's kind of like magic. What color trees are y'all making? Let me know in the chat if you're done cutting.
I'm seeing a lot of green, blue, red,
blue,
pink, purple.
All right, we got a few other pinks going on too.
Blue.
So you can see a little bit of my pencil lines on here. I can either cut that off or we can just flip it around. We can make that the back so that we get the fresh pink color on this side. Alrighty, so now we really get to do whatever we would like to decorate it. I am going to decorate it before I put it on the stick because it's just a little easier. So we have a lot of options here. If you have the craft case, you have these little gems that you could stick on. You've got these little pom-poms here. You've got sparkly pom-poms. I mean, those are pretty cool. You've got beads. There's some sequins here. Let's see. Oh, so many cool things. We got glitter paint. Okay, I'm gonna save that because I want to use some glitter paint for sure. And let's start. I'm gonna start with the glitter paint. That looks really fun. I think I will start with the pink. And, I don't know how, if y'all decorate trees, how you like to decorate. I usually do some kind of lights first, or I do like a tinsel or a garland. So I think I'm going to use this to kind of mimic how like the garland or the lights would kind of wrap around. And I'm just using the tip of this to kind of spread it out. And I'm just making little diagonal lines. You could make them curvy if you wanted. You could also just use this like glitter to decorate the whole thing if you wanted.
A lot of people are asking if you can slow down a little bit, but I would like to remind everyone that this class will be posted 24 hours so that you can go back at it at your own pace.
Yes, but thank you for letting me know because now I can go a little bit slower for you. Okay. If you have a paintbrush, or you could even use one of your craft sticks to spread out that glitter glue if you're using it, it might be a little easier. Let's try that. Okay, so I'm just using an extra one to kind of spread it out where I want it. I'm still kind of trying to do those diagonal lines. And see how cool that is? It's like shiny. A lot of tinsel that you would decorate a tree with is kind of sparkly like that. So it's pretty cool. Okay, so what else do we put on a tree? Maybe ornaments? Do y'all have ornaments on your tree? What kind of ornaments do you have? We've got some circle shapes here with these gems. Those kind of look like ornaments to me. You might have like the red circle ones on your tree. That's what that kind of reminds me of. Definitely have some more pinks here. Maybe I'll do some of these. So I'm going to take a few of these gems off, and they're sticky on the back. So all I really have to do is stick it on there.
Danny, some people are saying that they don't have foam. Could they use something else in place?
So do you have construction paper? That would work. Felt could be fun. You might have to support the felt a little bit with like a cardboard, but you could just use cardboard and like cut it out, and then you could draw on it or paint it. Do you have a paper plate? You could use that. Any kind of paper really would work. I really like to use felt for stuff too, just that you might have to support it a little bit with something else. So I'm just adding a few little ornaments here and there that I like. And let's add some purple. And I think I would like to add a few more of these. These are so fun. I like these a lot. They're kind of sticky. Didn't want to come off my finger there. Okay. If yours are not sticking very well, you can add some glue to it just to get it on there. So we've got a good start here. We got some ornaments, we got some tinsel. You know, these pom-poms also kind of remind me of ornaments, like the little ones. So I think I'm going to use some of these smaller ones down here. Let's see if they'll stick with the glue that I have. I don't know if any of y'all have a kitty cat at home, but my cat will steal these from me because he thinks they're toys, and I will find them all over my house. So just be careful that they don't run off with one of them because they are for your tree. So, you know what? I think I'm gonna use this glitter paint to stick these on because it's kind of sticky. I think that'll work pretty cool. So let's just do like a dot and see if that works. And you just put the little pom-pom on there, push it down, and then I'm gonna let it dry. I really like this tree so far. I kind of want to make my tree at home pink and purple. That'd be really fun. Well, that one wanted to go on the tinsel. That's okay. Let's do another one on the tinsel. And then if you want a bigger one, maybe for like a star at the top. Let's do, you know what? I'm gonna do a different color. I think I might do a blue one. What do you think? No, I think I maybe just purple for mine. And I put a little bit of the glitter. You can use regular glue. I just I don't have any of that with me right now. So I also like the sparkly. It's kind of fun. So we could also add some sequins with our glue. You might want to put these in like a little cup, because they'll kind of go everywhere. So they fall on the floor, you know, you won't be able to use them. Okay. I've got a few here. I think I want some of the pink and purple ones. Let's see if this glue stick will work for us. I think it might. Okay. So these sequins, they kind of, if you look at it, it's kind of like a bowl with the edges coming up. So if I want it to stick on the foam, I'm going to glue it on the side, like the bottom of the bowl, so that the bowl is facing up. So this is the part that will touch on the foam, and then I can just flip it over and stick it down. Go. If you like to sew, you can sew these on with your thread that comes in your kit. It takes a little bit more time, but that's okay. Let's see. We need some more sequins. I don't feel like you can ever have enough sequins. Get another big one there. Actually, this glitter glue is still kind of wet, so I'm gonna just stick one right there. Another reason I like that. Sometimes these are a little hard to pick up, so you gotta be patient. Especially with me, I have larger hands than you do, I'm sure. That looks pretty cool. What else should we add? You know, I actually think that's a pretty cool looking tree. You could add more if you would like, but I want to make sure we have time to do all three. So let's go ahead and attach the stick. So this is the stick I use to attach some of the, to spread out some of the glitter glue. Since it's still wet, I can actually just keep adding a little bit more glue onto it and then use that to attach the puppet front. You can use your glue stick or your liquid glue. It's totally up to you. I like to use what I already have going on just so I don't waste anything, you know, I can make more. So I just put it right on the back. Let me show you what that looks like on the back. Here you go. And oh no, my pom-poms are falling off. They have not dried, so they're still a little bit fragile. So these will be, you'll be able to use these once they dry, but if your glue is still wet like mine, they may fall off a little bit. That's okay. We'll just put it back. And now we have our tree puppet. So you can see how different my friend made this one and I made this one, so they don't look the same. And you might make another one and it's a different color, or you decorate a different way. It might be different every time. So you can make as many of those as you want. Let's go on to the stacked presents. So who likes presents? I know you all like presents, don't you? What are you hoping to get for Christmas? Or Hanukkah? Or Kwanzaa?
Let's see. So far, we have a sewing machine. I
Cool.
see Pokemon. I see a hoverboard.
Oh, very cool.
Let's see what else we got. A magic kit. Books.
Books are fun. I love Pokemon too.
Yeah,
Actually,
Lego.
all of those sound pretty cool. Sorry, what were you saying?
There's a few Legos.
Legos?
Yeah, Nerf guns, pottery wheel, that's cool.
Oh, wow.
A knitting stuff,
That was the
chemistry
first
lab,
thing.
arts and crafts.
That was the first thing I learned how to do was for a craft was knitting, and it was really fun. So that's cool.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so let's start with the presents. So we're gonna need more foam, or if you don't have foam, you can use paper, construction paper, paper plate. You can use plain white paper and then decorate it if you would like. It's totally up to you. So I'm gonna pick a few colors for this. I think I want to do, I want to do blue first. And we're just gonna make some different shapes to kind of come up with the base of the puppet. So I'm gonna start with a square present. I mean, it's not gonna be perfectly square, but you know, close enough. Well, that is a little bit crooked. Let me trim that. And you can make a bigger one if you want. You just want 3 different sizes. So that's gonna be my smallest one. And then I think we need some green. And I want to make, I think I'm gonna make more like of a rectangle. Maybe make a big one. Then I'm gonna cut it down just a bit. Well, it's a little bit crooked, so I'm just evening my lines there. Okay, so I've got 2 shapes. This one's more of a square. This one's more of a rectangle. Let me, I think since my tree is pink, I want some purple in these presents, and then they'll kind of go with my tree a bit. So this one is going to be my biggest present. So let's just do a big old rectangle here.
Is this with foam or paper?
This is foam. But you can use paper if you want. That's totally fine. Yeah. So as long as you have 3 presents, they're going to be different sizes. It's almost like a snowman a little bit because it's like small, medium, large. So you could do, but you could do circle presents if you want. Those are less common, but still kind of cool. And once you have those, let me show you what the back of this one looks like. So my friend made this one, and there's this piece of paper here that connects everything. So let's cut a piece of paper. So I have some scrap pieces that I cut out from the templates that I cut out. Like these are just some scraps. You could use some of your paper from your paint pad. But this is a pretty good size. I'm gonna cut it down a little bit. Let's see. Yep. And that works. And I like to use my scraps because it wastes less, and then you can make more. So I'm going to put some glue on that piece of paper. You can use construction paper if you wanted. Sure. And then I'm going to use this glued side. I put it down. And then you line up your presents. And you can connect them, push down, get that to glue. If you need to add more on the corners, you can do that. If you have an adult helping you, you can also use hot glue. You can use glitter glue. I'm going to use some glitter glue up here. Oh, this one has a nice little tip there. Very cool. All right, so now we have kind of the base of what we're going to make. I'm going to turn it over because we don't need the paper side facing up right now. That's just to kind of put it together later. So let's see, how do we want to decorate these? I really like the string that's tied. I might start there. So, oh, and we have all these fun foam shapes as well we could play with. We've got, if you didn't want to, oh, these are tissue paper, never mind. You could add those too. Let's do some string. I'm gonna do the pink. I can't help myself. I love pink. It's one of my favorite colors. Sometimes it takes a minute to find the end of the string. You can also just kind of cut some. Here we go. I think. Let's put it on the purple present. So we got the pink and purple theme. I'm putting it behind the present. And then I'm gonna cut it off the all of the other string we don't need all of that. We just need a piece. So I cut it off. And I'm gonna tie a knot. So if you know how to tie a knot, you have these two ends and you go over and then under, and then you just pull. When you pull, make sure that your string is still on each side, and you can kind of go up and down to get that. I want to add a bead. So I'm going to grab a bead out of this pack. I'm also going to use my little cup just to pour some out in. You can use your case. There's those little cubbies in there. Those are nice. Take one of the string ends. You can add a bead on there. And then we're going to tie another knot. to secure that. Then you can add more beads if you wanted. Or even sequins. Might be a little harder to thread the sequins without a needle. Okay, I like that. I tied another knot to secure those, and then I'm gonna tie a bow. So I'm gonna make, I don't know if you've heard of bunny ears, but I like to do bunny ears. So there's one bunny ear, and there's the other. And then I'm crossing them over like an X. And I push the bunny ear down and through. And it's getting a little small here, so I'm gonna try to tie that. Y'all are probably masters at tying bows, but that was just in case you don't know how. All right, so we got this like tied present with some beads on it. That's pretty fun. I'd be really excited if I got that gift. All right, let's see. We got some shapes here. The foam shapes, they have a sticky back, so they're kind of like stickers that you can just put on there. You don't have to glue them. So for my green one, maybe I do some blue triangles. I think that would look kind of cool. Yeah, that's fun. And I'm gonna do different angle, different directions. Kind of get a pattern going. Let's see if I can find another triangle. Oh, I found a pink one. That's cool. Got some smaller triangles. You know what you can do? This is really cool. I'm going to show you a secret. So there's a square. If you cut it in half diagonally, you can get two triangles. Isn't that cool? I'm gonna do that and then add some more. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see if I can move this one. It's pretty stuck on there. I'm gonna leave him alone and then add some little triangles here. I got these little tiny ones. Those are so cute. I love tiny stuff. I forgot to mention, sorry, when you use these stickers, you peel this white part off, and that's how you get the sticky, and it just protects it so that when you're not trying to stick it on something, it doesn't just stick on everything. I think I want to add a purple square on top of all of that. And it's going to be kind of 3D. And then I want to add a star on top like that. Yeah, that looks cool. I like that. That's cool. It like pops out at you a little bit. So now if you want to add some glitter to it, you can use your glitter pens and just draw a little swirly or stripes. I like being able to see the green through, but like a little bit of blue glitter. It's cool. All right, that one's fun. I've never had a gift like that. It's different, but it makes it fun, right? Let's do something with the Chanel stems. And I like these like twisty ones. Those are kind of fun. Oh, wait, no, I saw the sparkly ones. We gotta have some sparkle. Okay. Got a pink sparkly one. I want to use this to make some stripes. So I'm gonna kind of measure it out. We've got about that wide, right? So then I'm gonna bend it. And I'm gonna keep bending it a few times. Just making like loops. I'm gonna go ahead and just bend the whole thing, and then we can trim it down however we need. So we're kind of scrunching it into a small little strip. And then we're gonna unfold it. And you have all these bends. And that's gonna help you wrap it around the gift. So we can actually pick it up our uh-oh, that was not dry. Okay. Carefully pick it up, or maybe we can just slip it behind there. And then I'm going to push down and start wrapping it. Okay, I'm ready to go behind again. If yours is dry and it doesn't come off, then you can, pick it up so it's a little easier. Or you can also let it dry and do this part later. I just think it would be kind of a fun little accent. So as I come around, I'm just moving it up or down so that you get stripes over the whole thing. And that worked out pretty well. I just have a little bit left. You can just push it to the back and then tuck it under the other stripes. Let's see if I can do that. You can also, if you have more left, you can kind of twist it to get it to stay on, and you don't even have to glue it because the wire in the chenille stem is holding it all together. I think I want to add some gems to that one. Maybe some of the little ones. Let's do some blue. I haven't used the blue yet. I get excited when I use another color. It's like a new opportunity to be creative. Maybe some pink. Oh, it's pretty cool. So 3 very different presents there. And we can go ahead, get a craft stick. If you used one to spread out any glue, you can use that same one, or you can glue a new one. You can use your glitter glue, or this one dries a little faster, so I'm gonna just use that. And when you're gluing, you're gonna use that that white piece of paper or whatever color paper to attach the stick to. If you tied a bow like I did, you can kind of use that to help hold it together. You can slip underneath that, and then you can just slide in your popsicle stick. Once you've got it in place, turn it back around and you can really push down on it to get it to stay. And then you have your stacked presents puppet. Mine's a little bit floppy at the top. I think I might add another stick just to make that more secure. So this one's really just to make it stand up straight. I'm gonna glue the whole thing. Oops. And I can slip it under the wire here, kind of like I did at the bottom. And then you can slip it under that again, that thread. That looks pretty good. And we can just start pushing down on the front again. Let's see if that made it a little more sturdy. It did, look at that. See, now it can stand up. We also have our tree over here. Your tree, if it's also kind of floppy, you can do the same thing with that second popsicle stick. This is pretty fun. I like this color palette. Okay, so then we have the snow person. It can be whatever, it can be a boy, it can be a girl, it can be whatever you want. We're going to start by cutting out some pieces of paper from your paint pad. So I've kind of made a mess. Let me just move things over here a bit. I can be kind of messy when I make crafts. As long as you clean it up, it's totally fine. So this is our paper pad. I'm gonna rip out some white paper from the paper pad. Don't have to use white. I just think, you know, snow. I think that's kind of the palette I want to use. So I'm gonna use white. For circles, you can draw them on your own. You can trace something. You know, I have this like little cup here. I could trace the bottom of it. I think I might try that for one of our little snowman circles. So if you find something round like that, that's an easy way to do it. Oh. See? Okay. So it's not the best circle. It's a little jagged, so I'm just gonna kind of draw here. Let me also show you a way to draw a circle on your own that might help. So I like to make a straight line up and down. And then a straight line the same length, right? So it's across. This line here is the same length as that line. And then you can just sort of connect each line. So go around. If you want to rotate your paper to make it a little easier, you can. It kind of looks like a pizza or a pie. It's just a little easier to draw a circle that way than just drawing it on its own. Gives you a little bit of a guideline. Okay, so I have two circles, but that was just kind of two ways to do the same thing. I need some bigger circles. So I think I would like to do another, let me make sure the back of this paper is good. Draw circles. There are some circles in your template for other projects. You could use those and then just print another copy for when you want to do those classes. I need a big circle for the bottom.
Danny, if you have time, can you go back over how you put the bead onto the present?
Yeah. So yeah, let me show you with just a blank piece of one of my scrap pieces here. So this one's going to be kind of small, but let's pretend this is your present. Okay. So then we have the thread. So if you're wrapping it this way, you want to tie a knot. So I'm going to cross over. Oops, sorry. Cross over, pull it through. That just helps secure it on there so that you can add the bead. I did one end here. I grabbed my bead and I put it through. It's pretty easy to get it through because it's such a large hole. But you can use if you have one of the Creatology, the plastic noodles, those work really well too. So then I have it on that side. Then this one, I'm gonna add one. Or you can add as many as you want. I added two, one on each side. So then we're going to do another knot across these. I've grabbed both of those, go over, and then pull. Let's do one more just to make sure. And then I tied a bow. You can leave it this way, or you can do the bunny ears. I like the bunny ears. All right, my string's a little short here. There you go. Does that help?
I think that's good. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Okay, so if you were drawing the snowman, we got this big circle. I've got a smaller one. Let's do like a medium sized one. We need like a small, medium, and a large. I think this will work. I'm drawing my own circles, but you can trace something, or you can use circles in your templates. Okay. So, got this one. I'm gonna cut out around the shapes again, just to kind of separate it from the rest. Okay. So I'm going to cut around the circle. I don't need to cut across. If you did this with me, if you did the drawing, you don't need to worry about the cross part. We're just cutting the circle. It's gonna look like a snowball. And I like to hold my scissors and kind of rotate the paper. It just makes it a little easier to cut a circle. It's okay though if it's lumpy, because if you're in a state that has snow, we don't really have any here in Texas that much sometimes, but you know, it's kind of lumpy. Sorry. Okay. So I'm going to use the back side. That's just white. I don't have any pencil marks on that side. And then you can cut this last one out. Okay. So now what you want to do is check your sizes here. So if you put them together, it kind of looks like a snowman. It's small, medium, large. If you put them together and they're all kind of the same size, just trim a bit more off of your circles. So we're going to go ahead and attach our stick here because it's going to help hold them all together. Let's put one down right on top of that glued part. Leave a little bit of the craft stick at the top. Let's move this down just a bit further. I'm going to use a second one because this guy's kind of tall. So let's see if we can give him some structure. Or her, it can be a her. Okay, I'm gonna slip that right under that bottom snowball and push down. It looks kind of weird right now, huh? It's okay. That happens a lot with crafts until you're done. So when I put the second one on, I want it to go down a little bit over that bottom one. And then I'm going to put the top one, same way, go over a little bit on that middle one. So for the hat, I'm going to use my little foam stickers. I think I'm going to do, let's do a, you know what, I think I might do like a triangle hat. That might be kind of fun. So I'm going to use the triangle and the square. So the square, I'm going to cut it down just a little bit of that so that I get the base of the hat. And then you can just put the triangle right on top of that. You could use the circle or the squares, stars, whatever you would like. I think it looks kind of silly and I like silly hats, so that's why I chose that. So now we can also use, you can also use the foam stickers for buttons. You can use sequins, you can use pom-poms. My friend who made this one, she did pom-poms. But you know what? Let's go ahead and get these arms first. I almost forgot about his arms, so let's see. We're just gonna need 2 rectangles here. This is my paint pad paper. I'm gonna cut one big rectangle out. Doesn't have to be super long, just kind of the size of those presents that we made. Then I'm gonna cut this in half down the middle there. If you want to add little fingers, you can kind of do like a jagged pattern, but I think I want to round it, like, so I'm gonna round the corners. Kind of like the snow person's wearing mittens. Okay, and then you just glue that on. You don't need to glue the whole thing, just the bottom here. Just get a lot of glue there. And then you can attach it. I'm gonna flip over my snow person. And I'm gonna attach it at an angle. You can kind of slide it under that craft stick just to help make it secure, and then push down. And then the same with the other one. It looks really happy now. I think I just kind of want to draw on mine. Let's add some googly eyes. Let's see if I have some in here. I do. Let's add some googly eyes and then I'll kind of draw on mine. Let's see. So these you can just glue on. Uh-oh. And 2 of the same size. Yeah, okay, those are the same size, so let's do that. You can also use beads as eyes, like that's kind of cool. I think these can stick on or glue on, depending on what kind you have. I'm just gonna glue mine. It's a little hard for me to peel something that small, so. Okay. All right, so before I draw on it, I'm gonna add a scarf with I think I'll use another chenille stem. I'm gonna kind of slip it behind and then around the neck. You can cross it. I'm gonna cut some of this length off because it's a little too much. Let's see. You cross it. And then you can kind of twist it a little bit to get it to stay. And you can kind of shape it because of the wire. You can shape it like it's blowing in the wind, or you can just make it straight. And then the last step here is to add some buttons or you could add clothes, something to wear. But I just kind of want to add a few little buttons here. And then maybe some mittens, like maybe I'll put some, make that go up a bit. Some glitter mittens. Glitter mittens sound really fun. I might have to get some. So thank you for coming today. It was really fun to craft with everybody. I hope that you had fun making some puppets. If you would like to take a picture and your parent or adult is okay with it, they can post on social media and tag Make It With Michaels. We love to see what you create, and it helps inspire other kids. Let's add a smile. Good add a smile. And then we hope to see you back for our other classes. Okay, do we have anybody have any questions that I can answer before we log off?
Let's see. I'm not seeing any.
Okay.
People just really enjoyed the class today. A lot of people craft along with us.
Awesome. I can't wait to see what everybody created.
Mhm.
And let's see, tomorrow's class at 2 o'clock, we have, let's see. Oh, we have a diorama. That one's really fun. It's like this itty bitty box, and you make a little scene in it, and it's really fun. So I might watch that one even though I'm an adult. I like to make kids crafts too. So we hope to see you then. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope you had fun.